Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah.
And I welcome you to the third session of our workshop today. And in the third session, there will be presentation from the students, because you already know that we have two separate groups that we gave assignment to present on specific issues. The first group will be presenting on African philosophy and ecology. Then the second group will be looking at theology and environmental care. But we also have a specialist in our midst who has been in environmental conservation and management for a while. I have worked with lately on one project, and I decided to invite her into this project to share with her experience, because it is her specialization, and she has been involved in several community projects. So I would like her to come and share with us her journey and to encourage us that we can also make a difference in our community, no matter the limited resources that we have around us. So shall we welcome Lekle as she comes to the program.
Good morning, everyone. Afternoon. My name is Lekle Sabisa. I am a first-year master's in environmental management, and I also work as an eco-steward in the film industry. We work on reducing the environmental impacts of film industry and also calculating their carbon footprint. Did you know that the film Barbie, that you guys know, the energy that was used in that film production can power 656 homes for a year in America. So that's how much power a big film production can use. But yeah, this is not what I'm going to discuss today, but I just wanted to share that I am discussing my journey as a Citizens for Clean Air to being a global advocate. I will start sharing how I started being a Citizens for Clean Air and a run leader and the Urban Better and my COP27 experience, the World Science Forum in 2022, and me being a clean air lead and a mentor for children in marginalized communities, and also bringing it down to this project. Wow. My journey started in 2022 when I was doing my final year at UWC. I was just drafting my CV because I want to work the following year, so I need to do my CV. And as I was doing my CV, I didn't have no work experience, no activities that to put on my CV. My CV was so plain. Then I started looking around on other youth advocacy campaigns and signed up to be on their newsletter to participate on something that might come up. And then this one, Citizens for Clean Air, came up by Urban Better. Urban Better is an Africa-led global movement to promote healthy and sustainable environmental spaces. The Citizens for Clean Air campaign focused on climate change, health, and urban design. We highlighted that, did you know, the same way air pollution degrades the environment is the same way that it degrades our health. You can get asthma, heart diseases, even stroke, and you can also struggle when you have to run. If you have asthma, you have to run in a space that is highly polluted, you will have challenges. And when you go to the doctor, they will tell you that you need to stay fit, be healthy, exercise, move your body. But if you move your body in an environment that is highly polluted, the end results of that are not positive, they're negative, because you can end up getting sick. So that is what we were raising awareness on, and also linking climate change and health. On the first picture are those students from UWC. We used to run around Cape Town. We had air quality sensors, those posters that you see, and we collect data on air quality and air quality sources and air pollution sources. So we'll take pictures of them to collect data. And also we had the privilege to run with the mayor of Cape Town, Lewis Hill, to advocate for cleaner spaces in Cape Town, and also to make him sign the pledge for C40 cities, which is to make the promise that he's going to take action to promote clean spaces, clean air spaces. Those were other run leaders in Cape Town. So, okay, now zooming into COP27, which is Conference of Parties. It happens annually, started from COP1, and in 2022 it was COP27, so now we are on COP29. It's a supreme decision-making body on climate change, so different countries come together to discuss the impacts of climate change, how they're gonna combat climate change, and also to hold accountable the people that pollute our air, those people that contribute to climate change, and it's mostly European countries. So we come as Africa, youth from Africa, to hold them accountable and say, you guys benefited the most from polluting our air. So what are you guys doing to help us adapt to climate change? So there were conversations about loss and damage. We said you guys need to pay for the damage that you guys did to our country, because you guys pollute in our country, use our resources, and then now you guys are climate resilient because you guys have the money and the resources, but as Africans we don't have those resources. So we need you guys to help us combat climate change and the impacts in our country. So those are the things that are being discussed in COP, not just COP27. And on that picture there, because since the campaign that I was doing, it was about climate change and health, so we had this mini strike saying that the patients, it was also with the medical people, saying that if we pass 1.5 degrees Celsius, then we as humans, we're probably not going to make it. We have passed that because it's going to be too hot, we're going to become so dehydrated that our bodies won't be able to regulate our body temperature, and we will end up like dying from that. So that's what we're raising, that the capitalists need to do something. They need to stop for us to survive as humans. So it was quite an eventful year in 2022. When I came back from COP27, there was a World Science Forum in Cape Town. So this is the event that was hosted. I was the run leader, I was leading the run. So I had that privilege to lead that run and run with different scientists from all over the world, show them how each other, to measure the air quality in Haiti, to show them the spaces that we run, like the pavement, and the conflict between people who want to stay healthy and the street vendors. Because as much as we can't really say stop polluting, because it's how they make money, it's business for them also, but they are polluting, but it's not as bad as Bumalanga, Sekunda, but we do have those challenges if you want to run and be active in Haiti, especially if you are a person that likes running. On this side, there are cars, taxis on this car. On this side, there are bright stands, people moving. So the way that the environment is designed, it doesn't really like allow people to run and be free. So I wanted just to share those stories with them. So yeah, that one on the corner, that picture, it really shows that we're in Kailicha, this is in front of Luca here. So the theme for the World Science Forum that year in 2022 was to promoting social justice through science, which really like emphasizing that the scientific research and technology advancement should focus on helping society. So your research, your scientific research is really go on checking how does it help society. So those were the things that World Science Forum was about, and that I was just sharing my experience as the run leader and what we did on that campaign. So yeah, this is now in 2022 that now I have gained this experience. I decided to go back to where I started, where I'm from, which is in Kailicha, and mentor young kids to be at the forefront of climate change, to do what I do. Because when I went to COP27, there was a pavilion for youth and children. So young kids that are like 16, 15, even 12 are already advocating for climate change. So I saw them like, I would love to see a young child from marginalized communities in South Africa to be at COP one day and advocate for climate change. So I was a facilitator for that campaign, mentoring them, design and plan the advocacy campaign, facilitate in-person workshops. So in-person workshop, we go to different parks around Cape Town and measure the air quality. The other one where you see the two young girls, it's in Greenpoint, and the other one you see us sitting there, it's in Kailicha. So there were a lot of differences in terms of air quality, and white children in more specific, because they are mostly affected by air quality more than elders. So it made sense to have them collect that data and share their experiences as the ones that are most vulnerable to climate change. And you will see those play parks that are in suburb areas that are well taken care of, whereas ours, we don't even see beads to throw in your stuff, and it's not as clean, it's not as healthy. So those things that really highlight social injustices around our poor communities. And so now we're gonna share my journey, which is intersecting faith and environmental activism. So the one verse that I reflected on is the one, the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to tend and keep him. Which, when I reflect on it, it really highlights how the importance of caring for creation. And when I was reading the people, I saw on climate change perceptions that some people perceive that climate change is really up to God. The weather patterns, the changing weather patterns aren't cause of the human actions, human activities. God can really change them. So projects like this, saying that Christians taking care of the environment, and it really shows that if we can join our efforts, we can do more and reach a much broader audience. So that's it from me. If you guys have any questions.
Yeah, that is a very interesting journey of yours. And I believe through this presentation, all of us over here are challenged, because Legally is just like your age over here, students like you. If she's able to get involved in community projects, how much more you and I, we can make a difference in our community. I brought her in specifically to let us know that it doesn't matter the limited resources that you have around you. You can start from that small level. It makes a lot of difference. Makes a lot of difference. And it doesn't matter where you stay. So if she can do it in Kailija, how much more you and I get it. So if you have any question to ask her, one or two questions, then we end this session.
Not really anything about the presentation, but just the question like how can we get involved in your own personal endeavors with the community, and so if there's any way that we can get involved, any sign-ups like joining you on certain weekends or whatever, I'm open to participating. Yeah.
I will share. So hard, guys. But I will share when there are activities coming up in Khayelitsha, because they would love to see people that are not from Khayelitsha coming in Khayelitsha, and not like Xhosa speaking people only. Yeah, it will really like emphasize the thing that it's not just our thing in Khayelitsha, but people around want to see us and they have interest in what we're doing, they want to help us, so it would really like motivate the kids in Khayelitsha. So I will most definitely invite you guys when there is something.
That could be another addition for our future projects.
Yes.
Yeah, going to the field.
Yes.
Going to the field and partnering with her to practicalize whatever we have done over here.
Yeah.
So we'll think of it and see how best we can add it to our next projects. Yeah. Thank you. Good. So friends, we would end this session from Eclair sharing her experience with us. So shall we please put our hands together?